So welcome beauties to the Feminine Network's very first online masterclass. Tonight we're joined by the wonderful Kristi of Big Little Numbers Bookkeeping, who will be sharing her insights and expertise. The Feminine Network is a community of women coming together to support one another in business and life. And these masterclasses are one of the ways we learn and grow together by spotlighting the talents and wisdom within our community. Kristi has worked in the accounting sector since 1993 and launched her own bookkeeping business from her kitchen table in May 2005, with a toddler at her feet and a kindergartner by her side. What began with flyer jobs and a handful of clients has grown into a thriving business supported by a close-knit team of experienced, qualified bookkeepers, all fellow mums working from home and enjoying the flexibility that comes with it. Kristi's blend of professional knowledge, practical business experience, and genuine care makes her a trusted partner for anyone ready to grow a sustainable, stress-free business. With over 30 years in the accounting industry, she's a registered BAS agent, Xero certified advisor, and a passionate advocate for helping small businesses simplify their finances using EasyBusinessApp and solid systems. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you enjoy tonight's session. Welcome, Kristi.
Hi, Leah. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. So as Leah said, I'm Kristi, and I work for Big Little Numbers. My team and I help small business owners make sense of their numbers. Even if you're not numbers people, we can still help them. And over the years, we've worked with hundreds of businesses in different types of industries, and we really enjoy doing that and helping people get sorted and have peace of mind with their numbers and their bookkeeping. We primarily use Xero accounting software, which we really love. But, like a lot of the major accounting software brands, the prices keep going up and up and up, and it's getting quite expensive, especially for the small businesses or the little side hustlers and the micro businesses out there. Actually, my partner downsized his business last year, so he no longer has employees, so he doesn't need payroll anymore, and he cancelled his GST, so no more BASs. So instead of downgrading his Xero subscription, he was with Xero because it's quite pricey, I had a look around, and this is where I found EasyBusinessApps. So now I've set him up as my guinea pig, and I love the software. It's so easy to use, easy to set up, and it's only costing $10 a month. So it's fab software, and I just wanted to share it all with you today to show that there is a cheap option to getting offer for those, especially for those who are doing their bookkeeping manually or using spreadsheets or notebooks or whatever. There's a great system that's only $10 a month, and you can get all your bookkeeping done. And so yeah, I'm just going to share it with you today. So I'm going to share let me just go in here and share my little presentation that I've got here. Okay, can you all see that?
Yep.
Great. Okay. So let's go to, this is a little bit about me here. So, what else was I going to say? That's just a little bit about me there, which I've already spoken about. So I can just go to the next screen. So I know bookkeeping can be boring or maybe a bit overwhelming, but it's actually one of the most important tools you can have in your business. And it doesn't have to be hard or expensive. And, bookkeeping is not just admin, it's actually a core part of running your business. And like even the small businesses can benefit from good bookkeeping habits. And it's not about the size of your business, it's about getting clarity on your business. So without bookkeeping, you're sort of, flying blind, but with it, you're in control. So let's have a look. So with bookkeeping, it's important for your businesses. You need to know, where your money's going. So if you don't know your numbers, then you're pretty much guessing. And it also helps you see what's coming in and what's coming out of your business. And also it definitely helps you to avoid the end of financial year panic, because everyone scrambles around in June and July trying to get all their receipts and their paperwork and their numbers together. But with regular bookkeeping, you won't have to, everything's already recorded. And you can also make better business decisions. So you can answer questions like, can you afford to hire help? Or can you invest in that course? Or should you raise your prices? So the numbers will guide you if you track them. So what goes wrong if you're not doing your bookkeeping? Well, when people don't stay on top of their bookkeeping, this is what usually happens. Your receipts get lost, or you've probably got a whole lot stuffed away in your purse. You end up guessing your income and expenses. You might not have any idea what to charge or whether you're making a profit. It's all in your head. And then tax time and BAS time can become quite stressful. And some people, they avoid looking at their numbers, and they can miss the opportunities to grow. But at the end of the day, you don't have to do it perfectly. You just need a simple system that works and something you use consistently. And that's it. And the beauty of using accounting software instead of doing it manually, it's when you set it up correctly. So for example, it's really important to have one bank account that's just for business only. So I've seen in the past a lot of small business owners, they combine their business income and expenses with their personal bank accounts. So I always suggest, even if you're like a little micro business or just starting out, get a separate business for your bank account, even if you need to put money into it from your personal account. And that way, when you're setting up software online, you can have bank feeds that are automatically transferred into the software. So that's why it's really important just to have one bank account. So how that works is once you link your bank account to the software, all the transactions, so all your income and expenses that happen with that bank account automatically get fed into the software. So that's half of your manual bookkeeping sort of like done for you already. So, and then I had this little tip. Once you've linked your bank account to your software, it's like 1 minute per day, 5 days a week. So how that works is, so you log into your bookkeeping software first thing in the morning. Your bank transactions from the day before have been automatically put into the software. So all you have to do is simply record it. So it's nice and quick. And then if you've taken photos of your receipts or your invoices, you can upload them to the transactions as well in the software. So just by doing that, 1 minute per day every morning, boom, that's a lot of your bookkeeping done already. And then at the end of the week, you can spend 5 minutes. So you can do your invoicing or chasing up any overdue payments or anything that you need to do. And so you can do it really simply and really quickly. So no more scrabbling, to get everything done at the year end. And the thing is, if you make it a daily habit, it won't feel like a chore anymore. And then that gives you the opportunity to pull out reports from the software. So if you want to have a look at a quick profit and loss report to see how your business is tracking, you can just do it in a flash. It's pretty cool. So all you need really is the right tool and a good habit. So why your numbers matter? Well, they actually tell the story of your business. So your business numbers are like a map. Quite simply, they show where you've been, where you are, and where you're going. And tracking your numbers helps you spot problems that may occur. And it's also important because it might save you some headaches down the track if you come across anything at the last minute. And as you know, with bookkeeping, you've got, and running a business, you've got your turnover, which is your sales, you've got your profit, which is the money after your expenses, and then you've got your cash, which is the actual money in your bank account at any given time. So for an example, a business could have a high turnover, so you could have lots of sales, but if the cash isn't coming in, if your customers haven't paid yet. So there's all these little things, and you can really keep track of all this information quite easily with financial reports on your software. So the profit and loss report, if you're not sure what that is, that shows your revenue, your expenses, and your profit over a period. So as it says here, it tells you if you're making money or not. And it's quite an important little report, and because obviously it says on the bottom here why it matters. A healthy profit means your business is sustainable. And if you're keeping your bookkeeping up to date, you'll be able to easily spit out a report straight away. And then the other report that's quite key is your balance sheet. So the balance sheet, that shows your assets and your liabilities and your equity at a given point in time. And it shows you what your business owns and what your business owes. So as it says here, a strong balance sheet indicates you've got more assets than liabilities, and your business is quite healthy. So both of these reports are really easy to extract from a bookkeeping software if you keep everything up to date, especially if you do the 1 by 5 rule, 1 minute a day and 5 minutes at the end of the week. Okay, so now it's time for a live demo. So I'm going to show you a little bit about Easy Business Apps. I absolutely love it, this tool. It's affordable and it's simple, and it's made for small business owners, especially those who are doing their bookkeeping manually and don't want to use spreadsheets or notebooks to record all your information, or you don't want to learn complicated software or pay for expensive accounting software when you don't need all the bells and whistles that they're charging for these days. Right, so I'm going to just switch over. Let's see if this works now. So how do I just bear with me a second while I work out how to do that. Okay, so we go to, there we go. Okay, so hopefully you can all see that. Okay, so this is the Easy Business App dashboard. I'm actually in the demo mode at the moment, in the demo company mode. So it's fairly simple. You've got your 4 modules here: easy payslip, easy invoicing, easy cash flow, and easy reports. So to set it up, you get an email from them, and I will just pop in here. And to set up your organization, you just put in your company details. Oh, not that one. Here we go, edit organization. There we go. You can add your business logo. Then you just basically put all your information in here: your company name, your address, your ABN, and if you're registered for GST or not, and which industry you're in. And over here, it just shows you which subscriptions that you have. At the moment, these are all trial. And over here are all the people that have access to your Easy Business App file. So you can add your bookkeeper, your accountant, anybody else you need, and there's no extra charge for that. So at the end of the year, when you've got everything ready, you can just add your add your accountant, and they can just log in and pull out your reports, and off they go. Okie dokie. So let's have a look at Easy Cash Flow. So this is where you set up your bank accounts. So the first thing you do is you go over to add a new account over here, and you would link your bank account. And there's a little blue line here, if you can see it. You can click onto that and it will take you to the support notes. So linking your bank account, sometimes it can take about 5 to 10 days for your bank and the software to talk and start feeding the information through, but usually it can be pretty quick. So once you've done that, you end up with something like this. So in this demo here, they've added 2 business accounts. So you've got the Business Essentials and the Online Saver. At the moment, we're in the view of all accounts. So for example, we've also got these little sections here. So you've got to do, done, all, and I'm not sure. So these are all the transactions here that have come through. Oops, pressing the wrong thing here. Dropbox things in the way. Okay, so all the transactions that have come through from the bank feed, these are examples. And if we go to the Business Essentials account, it just shows you that account. Then we have an Online Saver account. We can just go to all accounts. So once all of your transactions have been fed through to the software for the day, you can go in and start recording. And it's as simple as this. So for example, this one here is Coles Express. So if I just click on it, it comes up here, Coles Express. And let's just say, I went to Coles Express and got some petrol. So this is the category section where all you need to do is choose your expense account that it relates to. So there's already some pre-populated expense accounts here. So I'll show you a bit those later, how you can change them. And I'm going to say, well, that's not actually office supplies, it's actually petrol. So I'm going to record that to my motor vehicles account. And then I can just pop in here, Coles Express, and I can just put in fuel. So it's that simple. And then over here, if I've got a photo of the receipt, I can click on add photo and I can pull that in from either my computer or my phone if I'm doing it on my phone. And then we have some more options over here. This is a cool little thing here. If you don't know how to categorize something, you can just pop it into there, which I'll show you about in a minute. And then if it's a BAS or super payment, you can click that or create a bankroll, which I'll show you about that in just a moment. So for this example, I'm going to go, okay, everything looks good. That's the amount. I'm registered for GST. If you're not, you can change it, but that will be in the settings when you first set up the software. So if I go save, it moves it over to done over here, and it's got this little thing that says done. Okay, so if I go back to all accounts to do, so then you have an internal transfer from one bank account to the other. So if I click on that, it automatically has picked up that I've transferred $1,000 from one account to the other. So all I need to do there is just tick it and go save match. So nice and simple. Okay, so then you might get things like, oh, this is a water bill has paid out from the wrong bank account by mistake. So that's personal. It's got nothing to do. I can't claim that as a business expense. So you can just change that category to your owner's drawings if you want, because it's not a business expense. So we can just click on that and just go, and then you can just go save. So nice and simple. And then the other thing that I wanted to show you, so if I click on this one here, I'm going to show you about the bank rules, which is down here, create a bank rule. So what this is say I go to this post office and I spend a lot of money on postage with my business. So instead of having to code this manually every single time, you can set up a bank rule so it actually remembers it. So I'm just going to put it in here, Australia postage. And then down here we go, more options and create a bank rule. So we can just pop in here postage, that's the name of my bank rule. And I'm just going to select all bank accounts, which is fine. And it's money going out as an expense. So over here you've got options. I'm going to sort this one by description. And the condition is going to be contains. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all of this information here because that could change every time I buy something. So just by having it set up as contains, it'll match the word post. And then I can put it to postage. Create a new expense there and I can save it. So that way every time we'll automatically code it to Australia Post and postage. And then you can save it. So every time something comes up in here with postage, which I don't have any here, it will automatically code it. And then another thing that I really love about it is if you're not sure where to code something, so just say you've got here Bunnings, I can click on that and go, I'm not sure, I can't remember if that was business or not. You can just click on the button here and go, I don't know how to categorize this. And you can save it. And then if we go over here, it sits in this little account here going, I'm not sure. So you can either come back to that later if you've got to look for a receipt or you're not sure, or your accountant or bookkeeper can have a look at that for you. Okay, so they're all the ones we've coded just now, all in the done section. And all of them are in here. You can see over here it says what the status is, if it's done or to do. Okay. So you also have a little edit button here. So if you need to refresh transactions or unlink your bank account, and there's also some little links here for support notes if you want some more information about them. So it's quite a handy little system there. And down here you've got the categories. So this is where all your category accounts live. So you've got your assets, and then you've got your expense accounts down here. So say for example, clothing, you wanted to change that name to say uniforms. So all you have to do is just go uniform and type properly and say save. And if you wanted to add another expense account, which I'll show you on the income side, so I'll scroll down, they give you quite a lot there already pre-populated. And then here's the income. Just say I want to make another income account for my online sales. All I have to do is change that to income and say I want to call it sales online, and then save. And then that will come up automatically. So it's nice and simple. And the bank rules, they live here as well. But I always suggest you create your bank rules from your bank transactions because it's a lot easier. So that's the basic bookkeeping side. If all you ever want to do with this sort of software is just to track your income and expenses, this is perfect. That's all you need to do. Super simple. And then you've got your reports section here. So if we go into the reports, you've got your profit and loss account. So you can just spit up a report. I just have to change the year because the demo is a bit old. So we put your date range in. Oops, and of course there's no dates found. But that's how you do it. It's quite straightforward. And you've got some other different types of reports here. And then if you scroll down, there's some more reports here. And then you've got your invoice reports and your payroll reports. So you've got quite a decent amount of reports available to you. Okay. And then from the reports, we've got invoicing. So for those of you who need invoicing, you're invoicing your clients or your products or your services on a regular basis, this is quite straightforward as well. Now, Easy Business Apps lets you have 2 free invoices a month and you don't have to pay. But if you want to have unlimited invoices, then it's an extra $10 a month. So still, you're only paying for what you need. So it's quite good. You can customize your invoices down here. So they've got 2 different looks. So you can have the bold or the chill look, and you can, change your colors if you like. Over here, you can add your logo. Then over here, you've got all your settings, and then you've got your payments. So you can set up card payments. And if I click on Get Paid over here at the bottom left, you can set up Stripe as well. And I've always got, each little section's got a Learn More or a link where you can click on for more information. Products. So all your products and services can be set up here if you like. So if I just click on that one, nice and straightforward. You can put the prices in here if you like, or you can change them when you're doing your invoicing. And then all your customers are here. So you can add a new customer. And you can edit all their details if you like, if they change the details. So you can put in some notes as well. And then you've got all the activity down the bottom here and all the invoices over here. So super simple. And if you want to create an invoice for somebody, all you need to do is go create new, or you can create a quote or a custom or product service. So if you wanted to create an invoice, you could just add a customer. So we'll just use this one, for example. It's got all the details there. You can add, just pop that one in for now, and you can change the price if you wanted to. Go done. And there's your invoice. Payment method. You can add your payment method in if you've got that set up already. And then you can preview your invoice. You can just see what it looks like there. That's not a bad looking invoice at all. How do I get out of that now? I've lost it. There we go. And you can save it, and then you can save it as a PDF and email it to them as well. Okay, I'll just discard that for now. And then you've got a little section here that says what ones you haven't sent. So you've prepared some draft invoices, any that are unpaid once you put your dates in, any that are overdue and paid. Then you've got your quote section. So again, super simple. And you have a dashboard here that shows you where you're at with everything. And then you've also got your reports here as well, which is the same as down here. Okay, then the last module they've got is Easy Payslip for those of you who have employees or thinking of getting employees. So if we go here to employees, again, it's super simple. You add your employees in here, over here, add a new employee. So you can put all their details in and your payroll information over here. And then you've got your leave section and then your taxes. and your super. So if I go back and we have a look at this employee here, let's have a look at Catherine. Just click on her and there's all her details in there. So really, really easy. And then in the payroll section here, if we go to previous pay runs, we can have a look, and there was a previous pay run done there, and we can see James got paid. So we can click down and we can have a look at his pay slip. And they have a nice looking pay slip here with all the information that you need. And then you can download that as a PDF and email to them. Okay, and to create a pay run, super simple again. You just put in your date. So say they're on a monthly pay run. You put your first month in, and when you go to do your next pay run, it'll automatically populate with the next month. And so you just go create pay run. Okay, I've got to select an employee. So let's select everybody. And we go create pay run. Put all the information in per employee. So Catherine, James, Zeke, and if we're happy with that, or we want to add anything else, like some bonuses, you just say bonus and $500, lucky James, and then go add item. And then it calculates it all for you, all the taxes and the super as well. And then when it comes time to pay the super, you can go into your reports here and pull out some superannuation reports down there under payroll activity summary or payroll activity detail. Okay. And also over here, they have a getting started guide and a help center. So these guys, they actually started their business in 2016. They're based in Sydney. They actually started off with easy pay slips and for payroll only. And then they've added these extra modules on. So they're going really well. And they've got a little chat bot over here and to the right there. And you're actually talking to people from Sydney. So, and you can actually get a phone number to actually speak to somebody in Australia. So that's quite good. Okay, so that's about it on the demo. I just wanted to show you, this is their website and they have a section here for pricing. So if I just click on that, lets me in, just as an idea of how much it's going to cost. For example, okay, so let's go, so let's bring it back to 0. Okay. So if you're, you can use it for free, but what you're missing out on is linking your bank account to the software. So that replaces a lot of the manual work. So I highly recommend you link your bank account to the software, and then that will cost you $10 a month. And it doesn't matter how many, if I just move this little thing over here, you can have as unlimited bank accounts and it will only cost you $10 a month. And as you see over here, it has some comparison tables. So 0 will cost you $35, mild 58, QBO 29. And including that $10 a month, you get 2 free invoices per month as well. But if you're someone that has lots of invoices, so you want to invoice, your clients for your products or your services, it's another $10 a month. So it's a total of $20 a month. So, it's a 30-day free trial, it says here, but I'll go back to that in a minute. You can have unlimited users, unlimited reporting. They're based in Sydney, as I mentioned before, and there's no contracts. And as you see here, it has a comparison, like 0 will cost you 75, mild will be 58. And then if you have employees, if you have up to 2 employees, it's only an extra $10 more. Oops, sorry, that one, $10 more. And if you got up to 6 employees, it's another $10 on top of that. But you can have unlimited employees, and it's going to cost you a total, if you have everything, it's $41.85 a month. And if you compare that to 0, $222 a month, and MYOB $133. It's a huge savings. But if you're just small and you're just starting out, or you just want to get your bookkeeping into some software, you can have it for $10 a month. So that's pretty good. Super simple. Okay, so I've just gone back to my slide deck. Hope you can see that. Okay, so I love it. It's super easy, super easy. Uh,
Thank you so much, Kristi. That was
is
fantastic.
that
I'm
okay? Was
actually
I talking
I'm
too fast? I tend to talk
no, I'm really
sometimes.
excited to go and sign up and start
Oh, are
doing
you?
my
Oh, good,
bookkeeping.
good.
You had me when it yeah, it gives you the reports at the end. I was like, "Oh, that's just magic to me."
And
So
it's
we have a
so
couple of
quick and easy to do. It really,
yeah, it
yeah.
seems like a lot of shortcuts. So there was a couple of questions that come up.
Oh, yes.
One of them was just asking, what is the difference between this app and the others that are on the market? So I know for myself,
Mhm.
I did look at MyOb Solo. I don't know if you're familiar with that. But what is, and you've obviously extolled the virtues of the price points for us. It does everything that Zero will do for us and it grows with us, which is wonderful. But is there
Mm.
anything else that you love about this app that makes it different? The fact that maybe it's based in Australia, so we've got local help on hand, or
That as well, but also it's cheap. Oh my goodness, it's made to be simple and affordable.
yeah,
So it depends. If you're just starting out, it's a great starting point if you've never done your bookkeeping online before using online software. The other products are fabulous as well. I mean, we love Zero in my
yeah,
bookkeeping practice. We love it. But I just wanted to share this with everybody that, there is something simple and affordable out here. And I suggest you recommend, have a look at MyOb, the new MyOb one, and Zero. Have a look at them all. I think you can get free trials with all of them, and just see what
yeah.
suits you best. At the end of the day, it's what software suits you best and what you're happy to use and what you like and what
I
you're
love
happy to
that.
pay.
I
And
mean,
yeah, like the other ones like MyOb and Zero and QuickBooks, they all have a lot of features, and you might not want all those features to start with.
yeah,
But down the track, you can always change later, or you might want to start with one of the larger ones with Zero or Maya because you want to grow your business. But this is just a nice little software. It's like a little starter software, I guess. But even if you've got payroll, it's a great software to use for staff. So it's probably a little
thank
bit less
you.
complex.
Yeah, it seems really simple to use. It's sort of the equivalent, I think, of when websites turn to, instead of us having to design them in HTML, we now use Wix where it's click and drop. It's very similar.
That's it. That's it.
Grace was asking, is there a revenue threshold when it comes to pricing, or is it one uniform fee? I feel like that may have been answered, but Grace, if you're there, did you want to pop yourself on unmute and perhaps ask and show your beautiful face?
I
Grace,
think
is
that was
your
answered. But yeah, Christy, correct me if I'm wrong, but I asked a question before you showed the pricing, but it looks like, yeah, those are the pricing. It doesn't matter if you make, I don't know, $1,000 a month or $500,000 a month. It's not revenue based. It's
No,
more.
it's not revenue based. Exactly. You can use it. It'll be perfect for you. And when you grow, if you get 2 employees or 20 employees, it'll still work at that price point as well. Yep. Thank you for your
awesome?
question.
And then I just wanted to say, so I know that you have a few bonuses and PDFs that you've put together for everyone, but what is your ideal way for people to contact you or connect with you if they have any other questions or they just want to stay in touch? Do you prefer LinkedIn or
Oh, a good question. Email, I presume. So,
email?
and on my website, or my email address, have you got,
Yeah,
maybe you can
I
pop.
will. I'll be sharing all of your details after. So if they've got any questions about tonight, they can email you. That's the
They
best way.
sure can. If they click on the link, um, that's a contact form as well. So it'll come straight to my email. I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone has.
Awesome. And if you'd like to share the bonuses and special offers you've put together for everyone in case they
Okay. What's
want
on
to
the
learn
next
more.
screen? Hold on. Oh, yes. So you can do this yourself. You can absolutely do this yourself. It takes about 3 to 5 minutes to set up, no problem at all. But if you're too busy or you're not quite sure or you want some help, on my website, I've also got some packages that we offer, some support packages if you want. If you get started and like 6 months down the track, you're like, oh, I just want to have a bit of help. We're here. Otherwise, you can just get set up yourself, and you should be good to go. And my free stuff, yep. So I've got a couple of checklists that Leah's going to pop into the chat link. So one is Easy Business app right for me, and also a checklist for the setup. So if you want to set it up yourself, there's a little checklist there. And if you do want to set it up and explore it and see what it's like, if you sign up through one of their partners like me, Easy Business App are offering 3 months for free. So if you want to have a little play around, feel free to. So Leah's going to put that link in, and that link will send you to my website where you just have to fill in your name, your email, and your business address, your business name, which is what Easy Business Apps need. So I'll get the email and then I'll set it up, and then you'll get an email from them how to set it up, and it should take you about 3 to 5 minutes to set up. Just one thing about setting it up, if you do come through myself or another partner, I'm just going to pop back onto the screen here. What will happen is I will be in your section here having access to your file. So you can remove me, that's perfectly fine. You still get your 3 months free. I won't be offended if you move me, and you just have to click on the little arrow there, scroll down to the bottom, and you can remove me if you like. That is no problem there.
And we've just got one more question from Jennifer, just saying, will it calculate and send in BAS?
It doesn't send in the BAS for you, but it does calculate the report for you. So if I just pop back and we go to reports, and down here, and there is, got all the reports open, there is a BAS report here that you can do. So you prepare your BAS from here, and then you can lodge it through your ATO portal, or if you have another method of lodging your BAS.
And that's no extra charge for that report, is it? That's all included?
No, all the reports are free. All the reports are free. Even if you're not paying anything for the software, the reports are free.
Fantastic.
So you can actually use Easy Business App for free. So if I just pop back to the Easy Cash Flow here and go to bank transactions, when you add a new account, you can link your account if you want to, and then that costs you $9.95 a month. But there is a little, let me just show you here on this one here. You can upload CSV files. So this doesn't cost you anything. So you get the whole software for free, but there is a downside because you have to manually go into your online banking, download your transactions, and then upload them into here. So that's sort of taking away that's still manual bookkeeping. So it takes away the automatic bank fees. So I would always say you're better off paying the $9.95 to have your bank feeds automatically populated into the software. Because also if you get a date wrong, if you miss a day or you miss a few days, you could be missing income and expenses coming into the software. And it removes that manual part of, that automatic part of the work. You're sort of doing it manually again.
Oh, I think that my time is worth way more than $10 a month to enter everything. It's fantastic. Thank you so much. Does anyone else have any other questions? Yes, CSV uploading is so painful. I agree. Does anyone else have any questions for Kristi while we've got her on here? It can be about tonight or just any bookkeeping questions in general. She is my guru.
I just want to say thank you so much, because I must admit, like, the name itself, Easy, it's just like, oh, I want to try that. But I mean, Kristi's mentioned this to me before, but just to see the whole thing now with the demo and everything, it's even more enlightening, if you will, for lack of a better word, that you can pretty much manage your accounting on the go, instead of, oh, every 3 months you dread it and you go, I have to do this, or yeah. So thank you. That's pretty cool.
That's okay. No, it's good to show you, because I wanted to show everybody just to see how easy it is. Don't be scared of it. You can't really muck it up. And you just, coding, you're just recording transactions from, one place to another. So, and everything's fixable. So don't worry, you can't muck it up. Can't muck it up.
Thank you so much, Kristi, for sharing this information with us and for being brave enough to be the first member to do a masterclass.
Yikes.
When it was just a vision, a dream in my mind, and now seeing it manifested is magical. So thank you. I absolutely love everything you've shared. This is fantastic. I'm going to share the PDFs that you sent in email form, so you'll receive a link to them, as well as the link that I just shared in the chat to sign up for Easy Business App so that everyone can receive it and have a copy of it so it doesn't disappear when I end this session. I'll also be emailing you a link so that you can rewatch this, because I know that I'm going to be saving this to watch when I download the app and use it on my phone and on my laptop. So if no one has any other questions that they wish to ask, I will just thank you again, Kristi, for being here.
Thanks,
And is
Leah,
there
for having me.
anything,
Thanks, everybody, for your questions and your
is there
time.
anything else you'd like to say? So just reach out via, you don't have a LinkedIn you wanted me to, I can share with others?
Oh, no, I'm terrible with social media. So, yeah.
That's okay. No worries, darling. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And I'm sure we'll see you at a live event or online soon. Instagram, Grace says? No, Instagram.
I do, but I don't really post on it that much. I'm terrible. And that's something that we'll have to change down the track. But yeah.
And we have tips for that.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to your masterclasses on that, Leah.
Yeah, and I'll be getting masters in to give those masterclasses, but yeah,
Awesome.
we'll
I'll be
make
there.
them.
I'll be there.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here and at such a peculiar time of night. And I hope you have a beautiful evening, and we'll chat again soon.
Thanks.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Leah. Thanks, Kristi.
Bye.